Welcome to the Buena Vista School District, a charming and close-knit community filled with diversity and a thirst for lifelong learning. An important part of the Buena Vista School District's culture is its close proximity to urban, suburban, and rural environments with its arms tightly wrapped around a major interstate that helps drive the local economy. To redesign the district, the leader will need to construct appropriate governance structures, a mission statement, configure the schools and the leadership, and design a plan to support the district's growth through Maslow's hierarchy of highly reliable schools. Demographics. The Buena Vista School District would have an enrollment of approximately 4,000 students, with about 50% qualifying for free or reduced lunch to add to the socioeconomic diversity of the district. Additionally, the district would comprise a wide variety of ethnicities, races, religions, language, and belief. Governance. The composition and responsibilities assigned to and by the school board is a critical component of the governance of any school district. It would be vital for the district to be a member of the Missouri School Boards Association or the Missouri Consultants for Education to adopt consistent policies regulating governance, administration, fiscal management, and a whole host of other policy issues. Mission. To develop a mission statement for the district, the whole district needs to have a voice in the process, not just the person writing the paper. Stakeholder surveys would be conducted to determine what is most important to the students, staff, families, and community members. The feedback would be reviewed by the district leadership and wordsmithed into a poignant and concise mission that everyone feels a part of. Schools and grade level configurations. In order to meet the needs of the student population and minimize transitions in the district, we would have 10 different schools or programs. This would include an early childhood center, 5 elementaries, 2 middle schools, and a high school with an alternative academy. The goal of district staffing for counselors, admin, and teachers is to reach the recommended standards set by MSIP 6. Building leaders need to be willing to acknowledge that he or she cannot go it alone, recognizing the important opportunity others have to influence or lead from various vantage points. With principals following a servant leadership style and willingness to work together, buildings will be set to follow the direction set by central office leadership. Central office leadership and responsibilities. For the central office of Buena Vista School District, it would be clearly separated into 4 columns of delegated responsibilities for oversight, split between the superintendent, assistant superintendent of human resources, assistant superintendent of operations and finance, and assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction. Each of these assistant superintendents and the superintendent would be responsible for the different departments under their title. With a slim central office, the leadership support structure that would be implemented is defined autonomy. Everyone has a role and knows their responsibilities and can complete their task as they deem appropriate or fitting to them. A key piece to this is communication. A leader must know where each person is in order to lead them where they need them to go. This all stems from strategic planning, the need to develop a tool to improve student achievement, and ensuring building and district leaders are all at the table to create the plan and goals or benchmarks that go with it. Meeting Maslow's reliability hierarchy levels. Maslow describes the importance of being highly reliable as an institution of learning through a level hierarchy with 5 steps. The first of Marzano's hierarchy for a highly reliable school is that of safety and collaboration. To implement the process outlined in Chapter 1, Safe and Collaborative Culture, the superintendent would first administer the long-form leading indicator surveys to teachers and staff, administrators, students, and parents to identify the strengths and weaknesses of their schools. Pinpointing the lowest ranked responses compared to other indicators will provoke the leader in implementing initiatives to increase the highly reliable status in that area as a priority. Another component to creating safe and collaborative culture is the physical safety of students and staff through maintenance of secure facilities, positive behavior supports, restorative justice practices, character education, trauma-informed approaches, anti-bullying programs, as well as explicit and integrated systems to support the development of social and emotional competencies. This also includes the particular needs of students of color. The Innocent Classroom novel describes a process that all staff would be trained in to discover students' good and have a positive outlook on those around them. Yet another important piece is the adult's perception of safety and need for collaboration. Highly reliable districts work to retain their superstar staff members and keep them with well-being. Another large piece of this is the establishment of professional learning communities to allow teachers to work as teams to address the needs presented in a manner that is efficient and effective for administration to be able to deliver a unified message. There are two different levels of accountability that could be used to support a superintendent by ensuring that all principals are accountable for a school status on level one. A formative type of accountability assessment will be to take data weekly or monthly, depending upon the frequency established for a criterion score. An example of a more summative accountability measure is to administer the long form leading indicator survey on a yearly basis. The next level of Maslow's hierarchy is effective instruction in every classroom. Building leadership will engage their staff in a district wide book study of Teach Like a Champion by Doug Lemov. Really providing a solid professional development around this resource supports the district in forming school wide and district wide language about what they are doing in their classrooms. The superintendent will also ensure that all growth plans are intended to actually support the staff in their growth and have meaningful reflection, not just boxes to check. Building leaders, both formal and formal, will be brought together to learn and develop a collective vision and goals for the organization by building on individual passions and expertise, which will support the collaborative approach the Buena Vista School District would aim for in regards to its professional development. Numerous studies have demonstrated the impact a teacher has on students' learning and, by inference, the importance of helping teachers continuously improve their instructional prowess. It must be ceaselessly collaborative, welcoming the scrutiny of colleagues and the chance to learn more about the ways students learn best. There must be a culture of safety and collaboration to empower teachers to feel comfortable with others, observing them or their ability to be candid in their observations of others. To maintain accountability for the variety of initiatives undertaken at level two, the superintendent will have to take several tasks on. To ensure active participation from staff in the book study, the use of different strategies could be incorporated into classroom walkthroughs conducted by building leadership. Also, ensuring there's a system in place to allow teachers and other professionals the opportunity to observe each other's work will be important. The third level of Maslow's hierarchy is ensuring a guaranteed and viable curriculum is being taught in every classroom. An effective system, a central office administrator, specifically the director or assistant superintendent of curriculum instruction, would put into place at Buena Vista School District is to implement and monitor the K-12 curriculum through creation of standards prioritization at the district level to meet the critical question of what is it we want students to know and be able to do. It would also be important to establish a comprehensive vocabulary program. A crucial component of providing a guaranteed and viable curriculum is access to that curriculum. This comes with the implementation of interventions. Highly reliable schools and districts must continually review data to identify students who need before, during, and after school small group and individual tutoring or counseling, trauma responsive support, self paced interventions using technology, one on one academic advising and coaching, homework support, or additional assessment time. Another piece of this same component is the need for high expectations for students because high expectations matter more for students of color and who live in poverty. With Buena Vista's diversity, it's important that our staff has high expectations for every student and that every single student has access to the general education curriculum. An accountability measure to put into place for the third level is the all important classroom walkthrough and displaying of student work. The fourth level of the hierarchical model is standards reference reporting. There are only two leading indicators in this level which focus on goals for critical needs regarding improving achievement and analyzing and interpreting data regularly to monitor a student's progress towards meeting those goals. An initial key step for standards reference reporting is to create proficiency skills. To do this at a district level, Buena Vista School District will create grade level content specific committees to collaborate on the proficiency skills. Additionally, district administrators will participate in a summer book study of Rick Romelli's Fair Isn't Always Equal, Assessing and Grading in a Differentiated Classroom, to deepen their understanding of the importance of reference based instruction and assessment. District and building leaders discuss the skills and application of strategies like scaffolding, tiering, flexible grouping, compacting, and other ways to differentiate instruction and plan how this will look across the district and in their own classrooms. Accountability would be monitored through analysis of student work and administration's participation in PLC meetings. The final level, which can run concurrently with the fourth level of standards reference reporting, is competency based education. To implement High Reliability Standard 5 in the Buena Vista School District, the leaders must be willing to think outside the box of conventional public education. Achieving level 5 requires that students progress to the next grade level only after they've demonstrated proficiency in all the priority standards at their current grade level. To monitor HRS 5 competency based education, a leader must be a presence in the buildings. To move to a competency based system, school leaders must ensure teachers assess competency in a consistent manner with consistent expectations for students. This can be monitored through an assessment bank. Another way to monitor is by having students compile their artifacts that demonstrate progression of learning up until they meet the requirements from the proficiency skills for mastery. These portfolios should be shared and discussed during PLC or data team meetings to ensure the expectations are consistent. Leadership should be part of these meetings regularly to monitor. District level continuous improvement and accountability process. The Buena Vista School District will have a strategic plan that includes 5 focus areas: governance, student success, workforce excellence, resource stewardship, and stakeholder involvement. Under each of these focus areas would be measurable goals with objectives. All district level, building level, and department level continuous improvement plans would have to be linked to a goal or goals in the strategic plan. District and building leaders will meet monthly as a large group, during which anyone with a scheduled Board of Education presentation that month will present the information to the group. This will add a layer of transparency, a tighter expectation for collaboration, and a stronger sense of unity amongst the district's leaders. Building leaders should meet with staff members numerous times throughout the year, just as district leaders should meet with building and department leaders multiple times during the year. These meetings will provide opportunities to check in and look at the data, discuss what's working and what's not, and ensure a level of accountability. Overall, the Buena Vista School District will be seen as an innovative haven for learning and diversity through its achievement of the highest levels of Maslow's hierarchy for highly reliable schools. This will be accomplished through adherence to the MSIP 6 recommendations and tightly monitored accountability measures to ensure continuous school improvement in all levels of the system. The district will select servant leaders and teachers with a passion for modeling and instilling lifelong learning that apply evidence based initiatives and processes to ensure the design of an effective K 12 educational system.